right through your soul. But baby, I'ma hold you down until the day I go. No matter what unfolds, I just want you to know that we don't need a rush. When you're ready, we can take it slow.
Listen to your friends, 'cause they ain't got a minute. I wanna take you to a place that was.
All right, so you guys just heard a couple tracks from K9. I'm about to bring him on. Very delighted, very honored to have him on my show. He's doing a lot of positive things out there in Las Vegas. So without further ado, let me bring him on.
What's good, baby? We live, we good?
We live, we good. K9, what's up? What's up, man?
What's up, man, how you doing? How's everything out there in Cali?
It's good. We chilling, man. We breezing, you know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all good. How about you guys up there in Las Vegas?
Man, we just trying to stay cool, bro. It's hella hot out here right now, so you know how it is. But I mean, we good though.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time. Heard a lot of great things about you. Thank you to Ryan Cara. You know, that's my cousin. That's your brother right there, right? But yeah, he linked me up with you. Very blessed to have that connection. So just really quick, if you can tell the audience and tell the people out there your little elevator speech, about 30 seconds. Let us know about K9.
Yeah, man. So born and raised in Vegas, man, from that nutty North Town, Filipino hip hop artist, and I say hip hop, not rapping. I'll explain that later. But also creative mind. Anything I could do, create, you know, in regards to creativity. And I love to serve my people, and not just Filipinos, you know what I'm saying, but my people in general. If I can service, if I can help my people out, push people to do and be better, I mean, that gives me life, that gives me passion. So that's just a little bit about me. That's what's up.
That's what's up. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, you know, the hip hop and your journey and where you began. Like for myself, I could say, you know, I first got in probably in mid to late 80s, early 90s, of course, that golden age. So for yourself, like, which one like really hit you? Which one got you in, you know, roped you in and was like, man, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to write, you know, I want to throw some verses, you know, make some music with this.
So it started when I was real young. This is love story, right? And my mother, you would never expect, if you ever would have seen me, my mother, you never expect her to be this way. But I was listening to DJ Quick, Tonight is a Night.
Oh, yeah.
That was a huge song, you know what I'm saying? Probably one of the first hip hop songs, rap songs that I heard. Dope. Between that one, Too Short, Born on Stage, Died on Wax, you know what I'm saying? That whole tape, that whole album back in the day.
Okay.
Those were the first songs I heard that kind of exposed me to hip hop. And then from there was NWA, you know what I'm saying, straight out of Compton.
Okay.
And I think what really solidified me though to do hip hop was Pop, man. Tupac, you know what I'm saying? That's my goat right there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
I don't think I even need to speak on it, you know what I'm saying? But you know.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. So you said DJ Quick tonight.
Yeah.
Give me a time frame. Are you in junior high? You in high school at that time? Like, what are you doing, man?
Hey, you trying to put the age on.
No. Only reason why I'm saying that. Only reason why I'm saying that because that's my sophomore, junior year in high school. So yeah, so that was like one of the biggest albums, one of my favorite albums. So it's like you ain't got to say it, but you know, at least we got a kind of a reference from album wise, like where you at with that, right?
I was maybe in elementary.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I was young, bro.
Okay, cool. So tell me, your first song, was that like in the room type of thing, or did you hook up already with somebody to get something going?
My first song. So I started writing poetry. That's how a lot of things evolve, right?
Okay.
I was 13, 14 years old, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be the sweet guy, you know what I'm saying, a little cool guy, whatever the case may be. And I used to write a lot of poetry. Not necessarily for females, like not for females specifically, but just kind of in general.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Then I started writing poems for certain females I used to talk to back in the day. But it started with poetry, and then one of my boys, man, Nick Fonseca, he's from New York, but we grew up together. He used to call me on the phone when we was in junior high. And this was big when Method Man, the Wu-Tang was popping. And he was like, yo, let me teach you how to spit this. You know, he called me METHOD, man. So we started, reciting things like that. And then it just evolved into freestyling, which I don't freestyle anymore, but it evolved into freestyling and writing and things like that. So.
Oh, that's very cool. That's cool. So going from that stage, right? Now you're like full gear saying, man, I'm about to do this, right? So how old were you? Did you put an album together? Did you Did you get signed at any point? You know what I mean? Like when you're doing all this stuff?
Yeah, so I never got signed. So Vegas hip hop is real tough. It's hard to be an independent artist in general, right? But especially in Vegas, we don't have a major label out here. We don't really have like many artists that really blew up. You had 702, you got Dizzy Wright, you got a couple of other artists, Neo, but he's not really from Vegas and he don't really represent it. But you have a couple of people that blew up out of Vegas. So Vegas, the Vegas market scene, the Vegas music scene is real hard. People don't even look at Vegas as hip hop. So a lot of stuff we do out here is very independent. And there's a hell of artists out here that you'll probably never ever hear of, unfortunately, just because the lack of exposure or the support of the machine behind them. But everything that I've done, pretty much for the most part, has been completely independent. One of my best friends, my brother is Gino Young from the Bay Area. We were doing music for quite a while together, and then he stopped. I'm doing a lot of stuff with my homeboy Krill. Shout out to my homeboy Krill out here, born and raised in Vegas. But a lot of stuff that I've done has just been independent. So, and
I mean, that's cool. Like, I'm what you call. I'm gonna say this. I'm a failed hip hop DJ, meaning when I was a kid, that's all I wanted to do. Right? Practice in the room, 8 hours a day, that type of thing. Trying to get signed, trying to hook up with different crews. But it was a lot different back then, I think. I haven't been in the game and haven't been trying to do this, but through the years that you just been through, has it changed? And you mentioned the record label, and I mentioned it as well. Do you really need that to get out? And, you know, what other avenues are there for hip-hop artists or any artists trying to come out?
I think the three things that you need to be successful, whether you have a major label behind you or not, because there's people that have major labels and they get shoved and they never come out, right? So I'd say the three things that you need exposure, you need support, and you need good music. You know what I mean? You can have some of the best songs in the world, some of the best songs just written and sung or recorded or whatever. If you're not exposed, if nobody hears it, it's not going to go anywhere, right? And if not enough people hear it, in other words, there's not enough support and people sharing it and showing people, then it's only going to go so far. So it has to be the right mixture, I think, of all three in order to be successful. So I don't think you need a major label, but in some cases it does help. You know, if somebody doesn't have that exposure, if they don't have the money, the financial backing behind them to market their stuff, then they probably need a major label. But then you got other people, because social media and technology, as we're doing right now, is so accessible. Instagram and all that stuff is just a huge platform. If you have a great song and it just happens to blow up and enough people hear about it and they expose you and share it, then you don't need that major label. Now you're making your own money. So
that's what's up. And again, you guys are watching HBTV with your host Harry Bulgarian. We got my man K9 here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about his songs and his tracks now. So one of my favorite ones that I was playing, over this week, to prepare for the show, is that Lapulapu verse, or that little track right there. So break that down. Like, what's that all about? Why did you do it, and what inspired you to make those rhymes right there?
Absolutely, man. Lapulapu. So the Lapulapu challenge. For those that don't know, I'll assume most of our people that are watching, Filipino, so I shouldn't have explained it. Okay. But Lapulapu, back in the day, man, he fought against Ferdinand Magellan, Spanish conquistadors, man, took his head off, just a straight savage. He's a big Filipino rapper in the Bay. He was signed to E40's label way back in the day. He's doing a lot of stuff that's just kind of independent, still pushing. Okay. He posted on Instagram the Lapulapu challenge. Shout out to my boy Rai Kun, another Filipino artist in the Bay Area. He put me on game. He was like, yo, I'm doing this remix challenge. So a bunch of Filipinos, just did the whole remix for 16 bars. And, I came with my verse, and he had a contest. I made it in the top 5 out of all the people that were doing it, but fell short with the support. But it was dope, man. It was. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was just a dope challenge, man. In order to put people on game about our culture, and connect with other Filipinos. So.
Absolutely. So my next question is, just still taking being on that project, where can we get like the final track of that, like with everybody else on there from that challenge? Is that going to come out, or is that something that's not going to?
So it was like a verse challenge. So basically, everybody did a verse, and it was a competition between like I said, a bunch of Filipino artists, not just Filipino artists, but mainly Filipino artists going kind of against each other in a sense. Friendly competition. So it's not going to be like a song or like a mixtape or nothing like that. It was just a song that he did. He said, "Here's a verse, 16 bars. Whoever gets, the most important wins his little package." And So
No, that was dope. I'd love to hear the other verses as well. Moving on to, I believe that, correct me on the title, On My Grind or My Grind, right? It's another one of another one of my track, another one of the tracks that I really like from you. Let's talk about that, man. I mean, over the course of you and your journey and where you're at now, you know, what has that grind evolved to? You know what I mean? Like from the day-to-day thing, from inception to now. You know, if you can give us like the synopsis of it and your day-to-day grind and trying to make things work. So I know you got other things going on as far as projects. We can talk about that if you want, but yeah, the grind, man.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to my boy Booski that's on the track. He's on the second verse. So it started out with me making my own beats. Started out years ago. PlayStation used to have the little, almost like a little video game thing where you can make the beats, the music editor, MTV thing. Yep. I went from there to a drum machine. Ended up buying. I still got a Triton 88 key keyboard. Dope. So I learned how to make my own beats back in the day, just kind of by myself. And then I started engineering and recording my own stuff. So I have my whole studio set up. You know what I'm saying? I got the microphone, the booth, and all that stuff. So I do all my recording here.
Nice.
I don't produce anymore. So it's just recording and engineering. But aside from that, man, like it's evolved. So I wanted people to start shooting videos. You know what I'm saying? I want to do more music videos. And instead of paying somebody $300, $500 a video, why the hell not invest in myself like I've been doing with my recording gear? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So I bought my own camera. I got an A6400, got a cool little lens for it. And I've been learning, me and my boy Krill, been kind of learning some of the ropes as far as like recording, editing, you know, and putting things together. So now we're doing our own little music videos and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at, man. The day-to-day grind, besides working out, training, Muay Thai, kickboxing, there's a lot going on, but it's all positive things. So. Yeah,
so going to your video production, as far as Vegas Made, was that you? Did you do all those cuts and direct, or did somebody else get to do that?
Nah. The homie Tansy, actually, he did that. You know, it was my first music video.
It was dope.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I learned a lot from it, man. Shout out to my boy D1 that's in the video, and my cousins, my homies in the video too. But yeah, he shot the videos, dude named Tansy, and I was like, all right, it came out dope. Why can't I do that? So
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. No, that's something I want to get into, like posts and doing some highlights for people and doing some videos and stuff as well. So I'm glad you're talking about that. Maybe I can pick your brain a little bit later about that as well.
Absolutely.
That slow song that you got. Tell me about that. Tell me about that one, because that's some LL Cool J stuff right there, brother.
Yeah, man. So if you remember back in the day, man, Pac had one of the greatest quotes, and I'm not going to say it verbatim because it's a little explicit. But he basically said, you make records for the females. What the females buy, you know what I'm saying, the men buy, right? You think about it this way. So when you go to a club, you know what I'm saying, without the respect to the married men, but when you go to a club, you ain't going there to dance with your boys, right? You're either going there to release some stress, maybe dance, meet with a female, drink, whatever the case may be. Females getting free to the clubs, we got to pay. Yeah. So that recipe right there, it's true with everything, right? So it's true with music. The females will sit there. The DJs want the females to come into the club. They want the females to dance. So if the females are supporting the record, then the DJs are going to support it.
For sure.
That's kind of where I went with that, Joe.
Okay, cool. So just moving along. As far as your music game and the hip hop, where do you see yourself taking this to, and how far you want to go with it?
Man, it'd be cliche to say, oh, sky's the limit and stuff like that. But I mean, essentially, you know, there is a limit to you know, what you're doing and how far you want to go. I'd like to be financially just independent off of music. And it's not so much just the money, but to be able to have the means to wake up. My biggest thing, and I got to be on my YouTube channel, I do motivational videos. My biggest thing is people wake up Monday morning, you know what I'm saying, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Oh, man, I don't want to go to work. I want to call out. I hate going to work. If you can't wake up every single Monday, right, and be happy to go to work, you're not doing what you should be doing in life. Music is my passion, doing the videos and stuff like that. Being creative is my passion. So if I'm able to wake up at 6 in the morning and work until 10 o'clock at night doing something I love and getting paid $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year, but still enough to pay my bills,
sure,
and I do it all day. So that's my end goal, man, is to be able to do music and to be able to do something on a big level to support myself independently. So.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love it. And I did catch one of your, you know, your speeches on the YouTube, your motivational speeches with it. It was dope. So everybody go check that out whenever you guys got some time. As far as other projects, aside from the music, Anything that we can touch upon and talk a little bit about that you're moving forward with?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Huge shout out to Takeout Grill, the film. Huge shout out to Hassani, Hetty, Lauren, MJ, Saber Media. You know what I'm saying? All the other actors that are in the movie. So it's an Asian inspired movie, essentially. All pretty much mainly Asian cast. I got casted for a small role, got a few little lines in there, and we did this a couple of years ago out here in Vegas. Shot the film. It's in the film festival circuit right now.
Nice.
It's getting a lot of support. So that's inspired me, to act more and even get behind the camera, write and direct. So probably within this past week, I just started writing a script for a short film.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be about 15 to 30 minutes. I got it timed out. And I just finished it up last night, finished writing the script. So I'm still trying to put the visualization as far as the shots and locations together, but that's going to be next project of mine. So that's what I'm working on right now. And
I'm sorry about that movie. When do you think it's supposed to be coming out for everybody to see it, you think?
I don't know yet. It's called Takeout Grill, the film. You could look it on IG. It should be Takeout Grill feature film.
Okay.
But it from my understanding, the way it works is it goes in the film festival. It goes around the circuit as much as possible. You get the awards and things like that, and then you release it to the public in that sense. They did a release party in San Jose earlier this year, and then COVID hit and shut down a lot of things. So.
Yeah, for sure. As far as like going back to your music stuff, it's just coming back to my head. As far as the music stuff. Touring. Have you ever been on tours? Have you ever done like any like venues with other artists that we may be familiar with or whoever? Yeah.
So there's a couple. I haven't been on tour. We did a show with Jin, me, Gino, D1. So Jin from the Rough Riders, the Chinese Asian rapper. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, killing it. He came out, did a show out here in Vegas. We did a show with him. We did a show with Crazy Bone. I ended up picking up Crazy Bone from the Palace Station. Man, he was in my back. Having Cavassier, hella cool. Probably the best show that we did, man, was 2011. Shout out to Joey Gila. He was just on the Netflix, on Joe Coy's Netflix. My homie Joey Gila in the Bay Area. Nice. Filipino comedian, hella funny. We did a show in the Bay Area. He was there, Fresca, in the Bay Area. She was there too as well. We did the Kababayan Fest in 2011 at Great America. So.
Oh, cool.
In front of like 3,000 people, you know what I'm saying? Mainly Filipinos, man, and it was all love. It was hella dope.
That's cool, man. When you say Great America, that's like their Magic Mountain up there, right?
Yeah.
I think I went there like in '87 or something like that back in the day. So that's dope. Let's talk about some of your producers, man, that hit these tracks. You gave some shout outs to a couple of them, but who are your main producers and where they at, what they all about, and things like that? So
I just released a song last Friday called Little Mama. IDFWT, can't say it, you know what I'm saying? It's got some explicit there. But my boy SOTK, Strokes on the Beat, he produced that beat. He's out here in Vegas. Dope producer, real cool person to work with, man. So that's probably one of the main ones that I work with. There's a couple other producers here and there that I work with, but he's probably the most consistent one. Right.
And are you down to collab with other people and try to get some other producers and rappers to be on your tracks as well? And how does that work out?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as the music's good, you know what I'm saying? As long as the vibe and the energy's good and we're on the same level as far as content, man, I'm all about it. I don't care where you're at. You can be in Vegas, you can be in, you know what I'm saying, Canada. It doesn't matter to me. So it's all love.
Yeah, for sure. With all the technology rolling around, you guys can definitely work together. As far as the style and the music that you do, break that down a little bit.
Man, so I used to get told that I did like the boom bap type of style and stuff like that. It was real 90s-ish, real 2000s. I've kind of changed it up a bit the past, even just the past few months. I wouldn't know who I can compare it to. I think, since you've listened to it, I think you would probably have a better opinion on that because everything is perspective. So, but it's definitely not trap. You know what I'm saying? What I talk about is things that I've been through, things that I'm about.
Sure.
Like, I talk about Lambos. I ain't got a Lambo. I got a Beamer, but not a Lambo. So I ain't gonna talk about Lambo. So
that's what's up. And this next question, you probably get this all the time. Your top five. Your top five.
Man. I was ready for that,
man.
Top five. Jeez. I want to say, man, Gino Young. He's like I said, he's one of my best friends. He's one of my boys, man. And you guys, I wish he still did music. He's definitely in my top 5. Just his bars, his cadence, his energy. Interstate Fats, he's a Vegas rapper. Now I know you're talking about big artists, right?
Whoever you got.
I gotta show love to my people though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Interstate Fats, my boy Krill's got bars too as well. Obviously Pac, you know what I'm saying? If we need some big names. Nipsey Hussle to me is like a modern day Tupac. So I gotta rap with Nips. Crooked Eye, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Long Beach, Crooked Eye is dope. I mean, there's a bunch of them, bro. But those would probably be the ones I would listen to and that I get inspired by.
Man, you're probably just gonna laugh at me because half of those guys I've never heard of, you know. But I mean, I'm totally old school, man. Like, I mean, you mentioned the Bay, and there's a lot of MCs up there that I love, like Dell, the Homo Sapien, the Funky Homo Sapien, and of course Souls of Mischief and Saphir and all those guys. And but one of my all-time favorites would be guys from here in LA. You probably heard of them. I'm pretty sure you did. You have Freestyle Fellowship, AC Alone, and Abstract Root, and all those guys. So don't know if you ever came across those guys, but yeah, they're peep them out. You know, if you haven't already, check them out. And I do want to hear the music from all the MCs that you did mention. You know, after the show, I'll hit you up and hit me with their descriptions or their IGs or whatever. I'd love to check them out, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll put you on game.
But yeah, man, thanks, man. I mean, that's it. That's all I want to do is get to know K9. You know what I'm saying? Get to know K9, see what he's doing, see what he's all about, projects he was all up into, all of his music and things like that. So I do appreciate your time for coming on the show. Blessings to you.
Hey,
you know, if there's a chance later, especially when that movie drops and all the other stuff drops, would love to have you back on the show. To talk a little bit about the project, how that went, that journey, etc. So make sure everybody catch K9, hit him on IG, get him on that YouTube, get that motivational speeches in from him every morning, Monday. Now that's in my head, man. Monday, I gotta wake up on Mondays, man.
On Monday, you gotta do what you love, baby.
You gotta do what you love.
I just want to give a shout out to all my people, man. Like if you know me, I'm hella mixed. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I keep around me are hella mixed too. Black, white, you know what I'm saying, Simone, whatever the case may be. My biggest thing, though, that I'm trying to push for us as Asians and Filipinos is I'm trying to push us, you know what I'm saying, on a more mainstream level. It's one of the reasons why I do music, one of the reasons why I'm doing movies and videos, because I want us to be portrayed in a different light than what they normally do, the typical Asian, you know what I'm saying, Filipinos in movies. So support your boy, man. Holla at Yakuya. My IG, my YouTube is KNINE702. It's not K number 9. I ain't running with the cops, so don't get that twisted. KNINE702, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. Stay blessed. Always represent, you know what I'm saying? Holla at you.
There it is, man. There it is. Thank you, K9A. I'll see you later. Be blessed. Be safe, man.
You too, buddy. Appreciate it.
Again, that was K9. Thank you for sticking around, guys. Great guy out there in the 702 doing his thing. So if you ever need to collab with him, hit him up. If you got anything that you want to hopefully pick his brain about, you know, whether it be the camera stuff, the music stuff, you know, the acting, writing, all that good stuff. It just seems like he's doing a lot of projects and a lot of good things. And if there's something, again, that you may be able to help him out with, or he may be able to help you out with, you guys go ahead and get that. But again, HBTV, the show, that was K9. This whole weekend,